now to the city center, and this afternoon when we start the city tour. On your right hand side, this is the Christian cemetery in the city for Catholics. Here on the right side, this is the cemetery. And Italians till that time was the most interesting city in Egypt, the place where you the point might be interesting to find a nice novel written by Lawrence called Alexandria Quartet. The Mediterranean Sea is right in front of us. You see that we have like one main street where we have the Terrain line. You see the blue Terrain around the corner to the left hand side here. This is part of the University of Alexandria. Heading now to the seafront. Temperature at the moment is 71 Fahrenheit. It's not bad. Yesterday they had like kind of heavy rain in Alexandria here, and they closed the schools for one day yesterday. Seriously, this was a decision taken by the governor to close the schools yesterday. This afternoon to the original places of the old city of Alexandria when we start the city tour, and now this is the Mediterranean, right? So we are expecting a nice distance of 15 kilometers until we get to the hotel. This is the police escort behind us. So now, like, you're like celebrities now. The service they provide police escort by the Ministry of Interior. This is a routine job since 1992. As I told you, so be nice driving by the seafront, and later this afternoon when we get back to start the city tour of Alexandria, we will talk about the highlights. This afternoon for the city of Alexandria, for the trip of the city tour of Alexandria, we will talk about the highlights of the city and heading to which is part of the Royal Gardens of Al-Muntaza. That's the name. The Royal Gardens of Al-Muntaza, which is back to 1892 in the 19th century AD. The king of Egypt, Khedive Ismail, the same founder of the Marriott Hotel. I'm talking about the old palace and hotel. It was only for royal family, and locals were not allowed to see this royal gardens before 1952. In 1952, the uprising took place, and royal family, last king for the royal family, King Farouk, had to leave. Here we're talking about the second most kind of rain. It used to be like same weather like the Mediterranean areas. and that's the main summer attraction for people living in Cairo to move to stay for a few days or even for a few hours in Alexandria. So at summertime, more than 2.5 million from Cairo, they move to stay in Alexandria. I'm talking about June, July, August, the peak is August. That opens a little bit after from 2:30 in the afternoon. Also you have room service 24 hours. So tomorrow we will have lunch during we visit the sightseeing of Alexandria. I'm talking about Tuesday. Later on Wednesday. Let me know. I'm talking about Wednesday lunch. So they have nice appetizers. Then the main dish will be no plate. And the venue, this is more than 90 years old. And water pipe, I mean apple bubble, or even you call it shisha, right? And only tobacco since is illegal in Egypt, so this is just only tobacco.
Okay.
The police escort with us since the beginning of Alexandria Coast Road all the way to the hotel. The apartments upon arrival to the hotel, porters will start helping us to get also taken to the reception. I have sent to the reception more than 700 emails to keep rooms ready upon arrival. So once we will get them in place, we will take care of our porters. So the easiest way is just to leave it for them. Right, the room number will be given to you upon arrival. On the white stickers, the porters will help to keep it on the suitcases. Then leave it behind. They will deliver everything to your room. Then you still have time to enjoy the amenities of the hotel. There is a lovely terrace as well, which is overlooking. You also have access to the beach. They have a private beach. What is like? Would it be like a big beach? That is an access to the water of the Mediterranean. So sometimes we have, hopefully, get on the right side. By the Egyptian army. Perhaps you don't know that the army is running many hotels in Egypt. In one of these hotels in Cairo City, owned by Cairo International Airport, I spent my military service for 1 year only, which is compulsory. If we're talking about you have a degree from university, you spend 1 year. The taxi in Alexandria, it's the black and yellow. night is breakfast, and then 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we will leave to visit the catacombs, also the Roman theater of the Lighthouse of Alexandria. This citadel was built on the ruins of the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Pebble Big Bus from the other side, on my right side here. So one way from the Gardens of Monteza all the way to the other side of the city, to the west side of the city, and then from the west. 1930. This is Citadel of Monteza. Look at the gate right now. To the left-hand side. They have actually architects from Austria and also from Italy. Even the gates inspired from the European style. To go to the Gardens of the Monteza, there is a kind of like a fees to pay for the entrance. So we stay there at this hotel located already in the Gardens of the Monteza. If you would like to ask the reception, if you're free time, to give you like a pass, so you don't have to pay any money if you are going outside. I give you some recommendation for tomorrow when we meet. This is the Royal Gardens of the Monteza, back to 1892, where we have like 370 acres of tropical trees, top tropical trees, palm trees as well. Gardens of Monteza. This is such a big attraction for the Egyptians to spend like a few hours here for a picnic. Used to be very busy. This is in summer season, I mean. In winter, it's all about the weather. beginning of doing new constructions, like the big hotel still under construction at the entrance. So King Farouk used to be his office in that building over there. Your hotel was built for the Arab leaders during the Arab. This is the clock tower, built at the same period, 1892. So maybe your free time, if you'd like to do something this afternoon before we meet at 4 o'clock, to stroll at the Gardens of Montana. A good place if you like to spend, like an hour or so walking at that garden. This restaurant is the closest to the hotel, the only one here. And there is a replica of the lighthouse of Alexandria to the right hand side, built in 1930. I think you can see it. A replica of the lighthouse of Alexandria, established in 1930 AD. And the bridge over there, built by King Farouk. Part of the hotel. We go to the terrace, 30 AD, right? For the royal family of King. Garden. This afternoon we have a nice trip to Alexandria city tour. I would like to show you the highlights of the city and part of the old places of Alexandria. Now we see the palace I was talking about back to 1930. Back to 1930 was built since the time of King Fuad, father of King Farouk. Right? This is why I believe you can see letter F, like Greek for active, right? F is letter to see that garden is only for royal family. Then after the Egyptian uprising by the Egyptian army, 1952, King Farouk, son of King Fuad, was the last king in Egypt, and the king, he left Egypt to Italy. Which day? We're talking about the 26th of July, the name straight right in front of it. Right, as I told you that this is such a big attraction for the Egyptians, for the locals, to spend like, to show you the whole city. Old city, Alexandria, was discovered 2 weeks ago, including alabaster vases and sphinxes under the waters behind the palace and behind the area of the Monteza Garden. The place 16,000 divers did a great job here over the last 8 years to find the ruins of the old city, Alexandria. And they discovered only 2 weeks ago big part of that old city. Interesting that back to 331 before Christ, when Alexander invaded Egypt, he had a plan building a new city in Egypt to be the capital and to be like a link between Egypt and Greece. Work and all the construction in this old city. The city of Alexandria we visit today is not the same old city Alexander and the Ptolemies decided to build. We do have in the waters of Alexandria several cities underneath accumulated since the time of Alexander till even the time of the Muslim invasion to Egypt in the 7th century AD. So we're talking about under the waters of Alexandria, we have the oldest city designed by Alexander and the Ptolemies, and then other cities built on the ruins of the old city. Interesting to tell you that if you were in Egypt before 1992, where we are now driving, we have like 5-6 lanes in this area. None of them existed before 1992. I mean, we're now driving on big part of the city. So they covered, they put concrete, and they built this 5-6 lanes here facing the heavy traffic in Alexandria. So it was only the sea was a bit closer to the other side. This is why we have a research about Alexandria with the tide of the sea. Definitely all towns have been destroyed, but they try to control this kind of environment, in Alexandria, because the research said maybe if we have and that was the beginning of the idea of building the new capital. I have been to that temple, the temple of Amun at the west of Siwa. Amazing temple. Now it's in ruins, correct? But there is a nice place in the sanctuary of the temple where Alexander the Great stood asking that Octavius called himself Octavius Augustus and became the founder of the Roman Empire. We know from the maps been discovered in the old library of Alexandria, which was completely burned, that some documents left in a temple close by the catacombs. From these documents, we know that decided to keep the body of Alexander in Alexandria, in this royal district known as Procure. So, nothing to be documented, that we still have the body of Alexander the Great in Alexandria, but only the traffic here is heavy traffic in certain points, but I believe still interesting that our traffic in Cairo always is heavy, and 24 hours you have heavy traffic. Here you can say like, like. So you could rent the apartment for like a week or 2 weeks, 2 days, it depends. And they spend here like summer vacation. We do have like a public beach close by this area, and also we do have like private ones. There you can. I believe back home when closer to the old part of the city of Alexandria, near Pharaoh's. Seems like that. It seems like that, yeah. That's Alexandria, correct? That's the name of Alexandria, the mermaid of the Mediterranean. Seems the heavy traffic here, I believe, for that kind of crane. doing the job. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, family, so getting closer to the area where we have the original place out from the Nile Delta, building like a canal to provide the fresh water to Alexandria at that time. And the judiciary system as well in Alexandria was very firm since we had cosmopolitan society and construction, and two, that we all had to follow the ancient Egyptian way. So long time ago, in time of Egypt or the Pharaoh, after death, kings should be mummified. Priests and women, they had to follow the same way, mummification as well. For a member of the royal family back to 1936. Right behind this building located the Royal Jewelry Museum. This area you have like many coffee shops, restaurants on the right hand side. And shortly we will cross taking the bridge in a place called Stanley, where we have the old hotel called Sunken. They were in between two decisions to change the direction of the bridge or to demolish. At Qaitbay, you have some places might be recommended for food, like here on the right hand side, maybe for tomorrow or so. Ibn al-Balad. The area where we have farms, and also you would see like over the city just to show you the main street here, the coordination, the seafront from the side of the hotel to the west side of the city, and then we covered the same distance all the way back. The bridge with its towers, same style, design like the gardens of the hotel, same way of building the towers, European style. You still can see some people on the beach on the left hand side. No highways in that area. They have concrete blocks blocking the way all the way. Then another big hotel running by the Egyptian army. See this, and then you can see hallway, the front wall of the hospital. You have nice decorations made by students of the Faculty of Fine Arts of Alexandria. To the old place of Alexandria. At that point, the beginning of the city and the plan of original places of Alexandria. Here on the right hand side have been discovered accidentally back to 1960 by an Egyptian urban diver called Kamal Abu Saadat. He made kind of dives in this area here, and he discovered a sphinx under the water of this area. That attracted very much divers to find the ruins of the old city of Alexandria, which started here where we have nucleus and anti-roots, the beginning of Alexandria, here on my right hand side. Today, محطة الرمل is fulfilled by Octavius Augustus, 30 before Christ. It is St. Mark's School on the left-hand side, with church in Egypt in the 1st century AD, called St. Mark Church. In Alexandria. Now I want you to give your kind attention. Look at that nice building coming on your left-hand side. This is the new Library of Alexandria, the Bibliothèque of Alexandrina. You can see it on the left-hand side, with the front including Egyptian, hieroglyphic, demotic, hieratic, and so on. We do have many levels. Of the Library of Alexandria, and the bridge is connecting the library to the University of Alexandria with the beautiful planetarium. The black wall over here, it is planetarium, helping students to study astronomy same way like in the old days. If you look at the right hand side, the far corner on the right hand side, you can see a fortress. Tomorrow we will visit that site. This is exactly the same location of Pharaoh's. I mean the same location of the lighthouse of Alexandria. So the lighthouse of Alexandria stood at the same place where you can see the fortress of Qaitbay back to 1477 AD. In the 15th century AD, this fortress was built by the king called Al-Ashraf Qaitbay. We will visit that site tomorrow, but let me point at that building one more time. This was the main location of the lighthouse of Alexandria. Its ruins still under the foundation of that fortress back to the 15th century AD. The library I was talking about using the facilities of that library. Meanwhile, now we're talking about another old place from the city of Alexandria. This area completely built by Octavius Augustus, 30 before Christ. Underneath, we still have foundations of that part of the city, known as the Copter. This was the police escort with us. Might be a good chance we can have like 10 minutes walk. We need our whispers. Keep your devices ready before we get off. We need to cross the street.